Lydia here for my great challenge. Welcome back to my channel and day number 9 of my most grateful Christmas. It's Wednesday, I believe. I don't know. I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday the 23rd. So it's already late in the day. It's 12:27. I pretty much stopped working for my job about 10 minutes ago. I just got enough time to grab a cup of tea. I want to do a little chit chat real quick, really quick, and then get going with my day. I don't know if this video is going to be posted today or if I'm going to do a combo of this video and Christmas Eve together. I don't know yet. But anyway, let's talk about hair, because you're probably going like, what on earth is this? Okay. So you remember yesterday I told you I purchased from Grove that Roven shampoo bar and conditioning bar because I'm losing a lot of hair and I want to try to see if using no chemicals whatsoever and introducing you guys told me, some of you told me I have to get collagen powder to put in my coffee in the morning. So if I put some collagen, I don't want to do biotin because biotin, I'm already, you know, suffering from adult acne. So if I put biotin, forget it. It's supposedly actually does that to some people. Like me, I've tried it. It did. So I wanted to show you what my hair looks like with nothing on it. This is just like, I washed my hair with the shampoo bar and the conditioning bar, and I just brushed it and let it hang and dry, air dry. I don't have any products on it, nothing. So this is really like au naturel. That's the word of the day, au naturel. This is what it looks like. It's horrendous. It looks like a poodle. I hate it. Some of you probably do like the curls. I don't know. But anyway, so I wanted to give you a quick review. This is what my hair looks like. I'm gonna have to go like this. With that particular shampoo and conditioner that supposedly is all natural and has 0 chemicals in it. It's just, you know, again, environmental friendly or whatever. So my first impression is that it's a different experience. It doesn't lather at all. Like, you don't get one bubble. It does get a little bit slippery. You have to take the bar and kind of work on your scalp with it, and then you take your hair and you, with the bar, you just basically like go over it like that. I like the conditioning a lot. The conditioner felt really good. It rinsed well. I don't have any residue. It smelled really good. I got the peach one. So my hair is, you know, it's natural curl, and it feels very soft and clean. It feels like I really don't have anything on it. I feel light. That's what it is. It feels really light. But I hate my hair like this. So we're going to pin it because I hate my hair down. I just think it looks terrible. So this is more like me. Volume, I think. Altogether, I like it. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to continue using it. I saw some other brands on the internet as I was browsing yesterday, and apparently that it's a thing. It's a thing to use shampoo bars and shampoo and conditioning bars for various reasons. Obviously, natural product, better for you, saves the environment, no plastic bottle, and then there's just like this 0 chemical because it's just soap basically. So yeah, I think I like it. I'm going to continue using it, and then I'll use, I'll try a different brand. I spotted one online. There was a Japanese brand I want to try. Anyway, what am I doing today? Well, the first order of business is to make another Hawaiian bread because that's all that's left. So I'm gonna make another Hawaiian bread off camera. You're not gonna see that because obviously you've seen it yesterday. I want to make cookies, not the star cookies, which really is silly because I don't know if I'm gonna have time to make the star cookies tomorrow. I'll make the time. I always make them on Christmas Eve. So I don't want to change that, but I do want to make cookies, and I spotted a recipe for shortbread cookies with dry cranberries, and I want to try that because that sounds really, really good. So I'm going to bake cookies right now. Well, I'm going to make the bread first, and while the bread is doing its thing, I'm going to do the cookies, and then it's sewing for me. I'm going to sew for the rest of the day. So it's 12:32. I'd say that by 1:30 I will be done with having put the bread together and having done the dough for the cookies. They will be in the oven within 1 hour. And then from 1:30 to probably 6:30, I'm going to sew non-stop because that's what I want to do. Right now I'm a little hungry. I need a snack, so let me figure out what I'm going to do. Tomorrow I have to prepare the meal. I'm keeping it really low-key this year, really low-key. I'm telling you, I don't even think I'm going to do anything grandiose. Well, I'm lying. I'm not going to do the over-the-top usual Christmas decor on the table. I'm going to keep it simple. It's a different year. It really is for a lot of us for various reasons. It's a different year. So I still want to have a very nice Christmas Eve, because if you watch me for a long time, you all know this is the most important day of the year. For me, it is. Christmas Day, yeah, all right, but Christmas Eve, all right? So I will go get the smoked salmon. I probably won't get the caviar this year. And the mousse. Maybe I'll get the mousse. But Edward wants oysters, so, and I do want oysters too. So we'll get just 4 oysters, because Scott is not an oyster guy. But Edward and I are. So maybe I'll get 6 oysters, or maybe just 4. You know, and for the menu, I'll just do mashed potatoes, probably some green beans, like I always do, and I'll probably do lamb chops. Not a rack of lamb, because it's gonna stick here for a while. Just 2 lamb chops per person, so I'll go get 8 lamb chops, and I'll just marinate them. I still have fresh rosemary in the garden. They'll go on the grill, just, you know, real quick, because you want your lamb to be medium rare. I like mine rare, but, you know, medium rare. And for dessert, I tell you what, I'm going to buy the cake. I bought the cake last year, and I think the year before, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to relax, okay? We have nobody coming over. Most of you have nobody coming over. I'm pretty sure you're gonna do low-key just as well. So let me put the stuff together, and then we'll start baking cookies, okay? So let's get baking. I'm making soft and chewy white chocolate cranberry cookies, and I got this recipe from a website called Live Well Bake Often. I'll put the link down below in the description box so you can get all the ingredients. I'm gonna run through them real quick. Let's start with the flour. You need 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. You need 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. I put them together. 1 cup of unsalted butter that's softened, so it's been at room temperature for a minute. I have 1 cup of light brown sugar right here, and a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. It's right here. 2 large eggs that I've left at room temperature. 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. And what else? We need 1.5 cup of white chocolate chips and 1 cup of sweetened dried cranberry. So the first step is me putting the flour in a bowl, and I'm going to add my baking soda and my salt, and I'm going to mix that together and set it to the side. I'm pretty sure the next step is going to cream the butter with the sugar, but we shall see. So I'm putting that to the side. Next step is cream, just like I thought, is cream the butter with the sugars, and then I'll add the eggs. So what I'm gonna do, and this is softened at room temperature. I do not have a stand mixer. Maybe I should. it probably would be easier for me, but anyway, so I'm gonna do it by hand. I'm gonna add the brown sugar and add the white sugar. Once those are mixed together, I'm just gonna start incorporating my eggs. So that's gonna make it a little bit easier. And now that these are mixed together well, I'm just going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Next, I'm going to slowly incorporate my dry ingredients. So remember, that's flour, baking soda, and salt. Making sure I scrape the sides of the bowl. Now that everything is pretty much nicely mixed, I'm just gonna go ahead and add my chocolate chips. White chocolate is not chocolate, by the way, but I'm sure you know that. So I'm adding those into the mix. Now the recipe doesn't call for it, but I love orange water. Anytime I put cranberry into something, so I'm gonna put a little dash of orange water. And I just use the, you know, the one you get at the supermarket. It's usually from a Middle Eastern company. Just a little bit, that's it, a cap full. This is the kind of scent that's reminiscing of Christmas at my house. My grandmother used to put orange water in most of her desserts. So I'm gonna mix that a little bit more. And by the way, this dough has to be in the fridge for 2 hours. I'm going to cover it with saran wrap. And that is going in the fridge for 2 hours, if I even have room. Okay, these are the lamb chops for tomorrow. Put them right here. 2 hours. Okay, I'm done. I gotta clean all those dishes, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and go sew. Should I get a mixer, a stand mixer, you know? Which is the one that everybody has? What is it, like the KitchenAid that has like this big... Mom wants to buy me one. She's asked for years, every time we go to the store. Because we love going to see appliances. And if you watch my French videos, I do show you appliances and appliance stores in France, because we just love them. I don't know, gadgets, I guess. And every time we go to an appliance store, whether it's here or in France, she's always like nudging me and saying, come on, I'm buying you one. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna use it. How many times do you think I would use a stand mixer? Tell me down below, how many times a year do you use your stand mixer? Do you use it often, every week, once a month, holidays only? Have you put it in the garage and haven't used it in years? I don't know. I'm not certain that I would have actual use of it, but anyway, I have to think. Because I'm getting, you know, it was rough. It was rough to do that. I have to clean the dishes by hand because the dishwasher is running and it still has 45 minutes. So come on, we're gonna do the dishes.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out of nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow.
It feels great. It feels, I'm looking at the cat, she's outside. It feels great, you know. I'm gonna make cookies for the kids. They're gonna be very happy. Scott is the third kid. He's gonna be very happy. I'll try a bite, not because I'm avoiding the sugar, but because I really don't like white chocolate chips, and that's the reason why I made those cookies. That way I'm not tempted. Do you do that, or is it just me? I'm trying to preserve, you know, the hard work here. Anyway, so this is all clean. It's wiped out. The dishes are put away. The dishwasher is still running. It's got 17 minutes. This is going to be in there for 2 hours. At 4:15, I can actually bake cookies. I'm going to have a cup of coffee. I'm not hungry for lunch yet because I had a snack when I started this video around 12:30. So I'm going to sit down and have a cup of coffee. I want to review the instructions for that dress once more and get sewing. And so I'll sew from 3 o'clock to 6:30, 7:30, something like that. I don't know how much I'm going to film. I know you guys, some of you really want me to film the sewing, but some of you are not interested at all. So I'm going to do an in-between kind of thing. And then we'll come back and check on the bread. It didn't ring yet for me to remove the panel. Let me check. It should have, but it has not. Or maybe I didn't hear it. So I'm going to have my coffee and read those instructions, and then we'll get sewing. So I'll see you in a bit. Yay for white balance. I don't know. Am I better? Is it better? I don't know. Okay, so I'm ready to start. First of all, we're gonna move the coffee, okay? I have my coffee and my vitamin C in there. I'm loading up on vitamin C because oh, this is great. Look at all the space I got. I can put the pattern thing, the instructions on one side and the fabric on the other. Awesome. All right, so I started looking at the instructions. And I'm already freaking out. Oh, wait. We forgot the most essential. Excuse me while I am turning on my summer boardwalk. As I mentioned before, this is the last of it. I have half a candle left. Okay, so I was starting to look at the instructions, and it appears that I didn't read properly. What else is new? and I was supposed to cut 4 pockets, not 2. So as it stands right now, I only have 1 pocket. I believe I have, oh come on, I believe I have, there we go. I believe I have enough fabric left to cut 2 more. If I don't, why not make a pocket a different color? Nobody's gonna look inside my pockets, right? So, I have an idea, because we've done, I'm doing the bobbin, by the way. We've done the a collar before, so I kind of understand a little bit better what they're doing for the collar. What do you mean? You're not pushed in enough. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We're having issues here. What are you doing? What's going on? Let's undo. Usually this thing cuts for me. Today we're not cutting. Why is that? Why are we not cutting? There we go. So this is the first time I'm filming. This did not cut properly. This is the first time I'm filming with this setup. Okay, so I have to, well, that's not true. I did, I see I need a thread thing, but I do have a little garbage here. I did the little pad thing, but so bear with me as I'm trying to find the right angles to show you what I'm doing, okay? And if you are new to this channel and you've never watched anything related to sewing, other than welcome, I just want to give you a heads up. I am teaching myself how to sew. For the most part, I don't really know what I'm doing. I need to change. Look at that. I have access to all my stuff right here. I need to change my foot. So I'm teaching myself to sew, and I'm doing it on YouTube for various reasons. One, because I want to show you that if that's something you want to do, you can learn too. Okay, so don't give up on your dream. And 2, because it's allowing me to get feedback. Lots and lots of feedback. All of it excellent. And I believe that this is the best way to learn. So I'm making mistakes in front of you guys so you can correct me, those of you who are actual seamstresses. And I give you a for instance. Yesterday you watched me cut the fabric and I removed the pattern from the fabric, and I didn't think much about it, right? Because the back, you know, is a back. Well, now I have no clue which one is the front or the back of the skirt. So we're gonna have to pull out the patterns again and figure that out. So lesson learned. After you cut your fabric, you leave your patterns pinned to your pieces. Little tongue action here, you saw that? I'm a very immature 8-year-old. You know that. Okay. Okay, we're in. Anyway, so bear with me as I am trying to figure out what are the best angles and all of this stuff, okay? So I'm working directly with the red fabric. My stitch is at 2.5. It's the default. We're not going to touch that. And we're going to go through step 1. And step 1 seems to be pretty easy. Okay, the step 1 is stay stitch. That's 1/4 of an inch. That I know is at 7 because that's the stitching length for quilting. You know, allowance for quilting. Okay. From neck edge of bodice front. Okay, and then we make pleats. Okay, so here's the bodice. and this is the neck, and this is the armhole. Okay, so we're supposed to stay stitched from this end to this end at 1/4 of an inch, and that's basically you stitching. That's it. And what it does is that it gives you, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, it gives you strength. That's basically what it is. Alright, so stay stitch, and basically you see that it's giving it strength. It doesn't get all crazy distorted. Alright, so the bodice is 2 pieces, is one on the right, one on the left. So let me do the other one and then we'll move on to the next step. So now that I have the stay stitch done on the collar here, I'm going to show you a rookie mistake. They wanted you to mark pleats right here at the bottom, just one pleat. Alright, and what did I do? I marked all the pleats. Well, I went back to the pattern, and very obviously there's a pleat for size 14, a pleat for size 12, and a pleat for size 10, and I marked all of them. So the one in the middle right here, you have 2 marks here and here, right? One here, one here. These are for size 14. So the next step is to figure out if they want the pleat going this way or if they want the pleat going that way. All right, so, and for this pattern the pleat goes towards the armpit basically, or the towards the back. So you just bring your mark to the next one like this, and you put them together. Right, so here's the pleat, and all you have to do is pin this temporarily because we're going to baste. And by the way, Mom sent me a ton. I have 3 of those now, in one in each color, a white, a yellow, and a pink. And that's French basting thread, and I'm super happy. And you just baste this to lock it in place. And I have to tell you, having just this side of the table here is so helpful. So this is the front, let me see, right of my bodice. And the next step is to take the front band. So this is right side up, and they want you to pin the front facing to the front bodice, matching the small dots and notches, and stitch long edges at 3/8 of an inch. So that's a little bit different. So we're gonna match this way. You see how I'm matching the curve here? Okay, and that has to be right side to right side. Right here. Okay, and then this is supposed to match here, notch to notch, okay, to hold it in place. Now for some reason I'm a little bit over here. It's okay if I'm over at the bottom because that's going into the waist, but I want it to be exact at the enclosure here. And you know what would be really helpful, if I ever had time to do that, which is really ridiculous because I should have done that a long time ago. Every time I move the needle here, it's a position, right? 3/8, 1/4, 5/8, or whatever. And I never bothered to figure out what is 4.5, what is 5, you know what I mean? All right, so 4.5 is 3/8 on this machine. Will I ever remember that? Absolutely not. I know I won't. So I'm aligning to the foot right here. Press down, wait. This needs to be moved, it's in the way. So far we're doing good, all right? Bring that down, couple of stitches forward, couple backward. Okay, and we're doing the raw edge all the way to the end. By the way, for those who missed that, I did put the interfacing early this morning before I started working on anything. So that white stuff you see here is interfacing. It's basically making it a little bit more rigid. Okay, let me answer that text. And what I'm going to do is the same thing on the other side, because this is, which one was it? That's the right side of the bodice. So I'm going to do the same thing on the left side, if I ever find it, right here. So you do the same thing on the other side, and when I come back, I will do the next step. Okay, so I'm back. So we did this, right? This way. We put this band here, which is the front band, the cross that's going to be on your chest, and we applied it there. But from there, we're gonna move on to doing something like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's stitched over here and it's folded on the inside. Let me give you a close-up so maybe you can see the edge stitching right here. So how do we do that? I had to figure it out, but I got it done. So initially I thought that they wanted this part with the finish edge right here that shows on the outside of the bodice, but no, it's on the inside. So the front will just look like this with this stitch here, which is the same color. And if I wanted to, I could do a finishing edge here, but they're not showing that on the design. So how do we do that? Well, first we got to fold this over. Okay, so you're going to go to your ironing board and you're going to fold this over with the seam right at the edges like this, and you're going to give it a good press. Okay, and once you got that done, then you take this part here and you fold it like this along the edges, and same thing, you basically press that really well. Once that's pressed, you bring it back over like this, right? And this gets stitched as an edge stitch all along. All right, so let's go press this. Maybe you'll get an idea once it's held in place, and then I'll show you how to pin it. With my pin, I grab that fold that's underneath it. And I just pin it diagonal. Because it's easier for me to remove the pins as I do the edge stitch. So this is the outside, this is the inside, and the edge stitch is basically a stitch I'm going to do really close to the edge. So it's going to catch the little bit of a 1/4 of an inch fold that I did underneath. So now I have two fronts, right? So here's one, and then here's the other, and they both have finish edges with the pleats going this way. And if you look on the inside, look like this. So if I really wanted to finish it, I could do an edge stitch here too. I don't know if I want to do that. They don't say to do it, so this is basically the front, and I like it a lot. So this is where my concern is as to whether this is going to gape open too much, but we'll find out later. So this is the back of the dress, and the next step is to stay stitch right here, just like we did with the front of the bodice. And the stay stitch is 1/4 of a seam. So from here, whoop, all the way to there. So for the next step, I'm assembling the back and the front, and all I gotta do really is work right side to right side, right? If you remember, this is the smooth side. We're gonna, if you remember, this is the smooth side, the one that doesn't have the edges showing, and this is the one with the edges showing, but that's the inside, right? So that's the wrong side. So we're working right side to right side. So this is going to be what's facing outside, and this is facing outside. So I'm just putting them like this, and I'm pinning them at the shoulder right here, here at the shoulder, and I'm pinning them here on the side, and this is gonna get stitched here, 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 and here. So essentially right now, what do we have? We have a vest. That's what we got. So let me put it right side on. I should remove this one, right? Vest on vest. Yeah, all right, let's remove this. Because we want to see if it's gonna fit, right? This is kind of very thin, so we'll see. All right, so there's no collar, but this is basically what I made. I think it's too small. It's too small.
Take the boys to the store, bye.
Okay, bye. They're buying a Christmas gift for me. Always at the last minute. Is it too small? No. Hold on. Wow, it's really décolleté. Let me see. It all depends on how this goes here. I mean, I'm closing it like that, but really it's not supposed to. So let's look at the, let it not be too small. And here I was like, oh, it's gonna be too big. Okay, so this one here goes before the pleat. All right, so it goes here. All right, so it's not too small. I mean, very obviously, I have clothes on, so, but this, like, this is me in the 80s, not me today. So we're gonna have to pin this. I'm gonna have to put a pin right here. This is, or a little hook. This is, it's a little bit too much for me. I'm not comfortable with this décolleté at all. I'm gonna leave that open a little bit more. Man, this is really, look at this. This is really open. I don't know about this. And if it was bigger, it'd be even worse. Okay, so it's got nothing to do with the size. Oh, I could wear something underneath. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, I'll pin it, right? I'd rather have a pin here than here, but I'll put a little hook. I think I have some hooks. And then I'll wear a little calico, because this is not modest at all. Not modest. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, all right, it fits. Okay, it fits. It's just that this is beyond peekaboo. Okay, this is I have way too much conversation going on here. Way too much. All right, next. But I do fit in it. Okay, I do fit in it. I like the color. What you think of the color? And Anyway, so this is done. What's the next step? I think the next step is to put these two together here, but just to baste them. Let's check it out. You tell me down below, what do you think? Do you think it's, I mean, it fits me, obviously, but do you think it's too cleavagey or whatever you call it? I'll definitely have to put something underneath it. You know what? I'll put black shoes on, so I'll put a black, whatever you call it, tank top, something with lace. And wow, that's really like, I don't know, that's not, I should have thought about that. Too late. So I picked the smallest one of the cookies and I'm going to try it. They're still gone. I have no idea where they are. If they went to Barnes & Nobles or World Market, this is usually where they shop for me. Unless they went to Joann's. So they smell pretty good. If it was dark chocolate, they probably would smell like chocolate. That's one of the things I don't like about white chocolate. It doesn't really have a scent. Okay, so we're gonna try it. I'm gonna have just one cookie, that's it, because I gotta be the guinea pig for you guys, right? If this guy is just like staring at me, he thinks he's gonna get the others. No, you're not getting that. There's too much sugar for you. Once you hit the cranberry, they are delicious. I'm not a fan of white chocolate, but once you hit the cranberry, wow, these are good. That's a good recipe. You can tell there's a ton of butter in it. Oofa. So that's it. That was my one cookie. I'm not having any more. Yeah, they're really good. Wow. And they're still warm. So I'm sure cold, they're even better. If you like white chocolate, you definitely can taste the white chocolate. If you're like me and you prefer dark chocolate, make it with dark chocolate, because dark chocolate and cranberry goes together very well. But these are really good, and I think the kids are going to love them. And on top of that, I got another batch in the freezer. So not bad for a day that only started at noon, right? I made a batch of cookies, I got one in the freezer, I made a loaf of bread. I started making a dress. Look. Me and my grandiose ideations. It's very obvious I was not going to be able to finish this dress for Christmas Eve. What happens is that I really thought I was going to be on vacation, but now that I have to work every day for a good 4.5 hours, there's no way. It's not happening. Tomorrow I would have to sew for like 12 hours, and who's doing the cooking? Okay, so tomorrow, and I'm working tomorrow, and I'm still going to be working on Christmas Day. I have to do a staff meeting and other things that day. So yeah, but I'm home, so there's no complaint coming from me. It's just that it's kind of throwing off the whole Christmas vlog, you know, spirit for me at least. But it's 5:20. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop this video here. I'm going to have my cup of tea and I'm going to edit this video so you have it today. Now, Thursday's video, which is Christmas Eve, you probably won't see until Christmas Day because I'm not filming Christmas Eve and editing that same night. That's not happening. I don't think I've ever done that. I always post it the day after. So tomorrow what I'll do is do my meeting, work up till 12:30. I do a little bit of sewing. I might show some of that. And well, I have to now, right? Because I started. I'll do the color tomorrow. And it's good that I'm stopping now because, I mean, what did I do? I sewed for 2.5, 3 hours. If I was to continue now when it's the color, which is really, really complicated to me, what's going to happen is that I'll make a mistake. So I don't want to make a mistake. So I'll do the color tomorrow, and I think it's pretty easy after that, except that there's a, well, the cuffs are going to be easy. It's pretty much the same thing than what I just did here. The waistband, I've never done that before. So that's going to be a little complicated to do. I have to insert an elastic band. I don't even know where it's gonna go. I'll figure it out. And I read the instructions. It was like, might as well write it in Chinese or Greek because I mean, nothing to me. So I'll do some of that tomorrow. And then of course I have to do the shopping, get the oysters, you know, the smoked salmon, and we already have the lamb chops, get some green beans, buy the cake and set the table, and hopefully I can put myself together. I have no idea what I'm gonna wear. Obviously not a red dress. We know that. That's alright. I'm not even upset because I kind of sensed yesterday when I was cutting the pattern that there was no way I was going to be done for Christmas Eve. That's okay. I'll wear it for New Year's Eve and you'll see me wear a dress. So you tell me down below, how did you like this video? It was kind of like meh for me. I didn't do much. Well, I don't know. I did accomplish some, and I maintained the kitchen clean, so that's good. I'm going to take a break. I will see you later. Comment down below. Let me know how you like the dress so far, and what do you think of the cookie recipe, and that would be it. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, you guys. Oh, wait. I don't see you tomorrow. Oh boy, I'm going to see you on Christmas Day. That's the next time you're going to see me, so guess what? Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you all for your continued support of my channel, your lovely comments, your lovely words of encouragement, your mail, your gifts throughout the year. I am very humbled by not only your generosity, but your care. You really do care. I don't know why, you do care. And it's a great feeling. It really is. And a lot of you, I would call friends now because we communicate outside of YouTube. And we've become friends. You know who you are. You know who you are. So ladies, thank you very much for your friendship. And to all of my subscribers, have a Merry Christmas. I will see you on Christmas Day for the Christmas Eve video. All right? Thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Stay safe tomorrow. Please stay safe. Talk to you later. Bye.